I can still see her expression like it was yesterday, head slightly cocked, a smug grin spread across her face, as if I were the punchline to a joke she found hilarious. As if what she'd done meant absolutely nothing. As if I meant nothing. We'd spent 4 years together. Her name was Marissa. We first crossed paths when I was finishing my final year of law school. She was juggling part-time shifts as a barista while completing her psychology degree. She had this unforced magnetism. People were drawn to her, without effort. I was no different. In the beginning, it felt real. Everything clicked: desire, loyalty, deep connection. All the buzzwords people chase when they think they've found something lasting. 2 years in, we moved in together. I surprised her with a golden retriever, the breed she'd always dreamed of. His name was Milo. The day I brought him home, she broke into tears. I believed that was love. I couldn't have been more wrong. Over the last few months, something shifted. She grew distant, snapped easily, always claiming exhaustion. I convinced myself it was stress, maybe burnout, but deep inside, something felt off. She started guarding her phone like her life depended on it. Changed her passwords. Kept her device practically glued to her hand. Still, I refused to be that insecure guy who snoops. I gave her room. I gave her trust. She used both to humiliate me. It happened on a Friday night. I'd wrapped up work earlier than usual and thought maybe, finally, we could reconnect. Watch a movie. Order that Thai food she loved. But when I walked in, the apartment was empty. Milo was pacing restlessly, unsettled. There was no message from her. Midnight passed without a word. I tried calling once. No reply. Then at 2:14 a.m., I heard the lock click. She walked in wearing a tiny black dress, heels dangling from her fingers, hair disheveled, makeup smeared, not from tears, but from sweat and another man's hands. Her expression showed surprise at finding me still awake. But not shame. Not guilt. Just indifference. I sat in silence as she let out a shallow laugh and said, "You're still up? Didn't think you'd care." I asked where she'd been. She rolled her eyes.
Out.
What? You want to play-by-play? I didn't respond. No shouting. No begging. Just quiet. That's when she tossed out a half-hearted fine. I slept with someone. Happy now.
Then she laughed. Laughed.
Like I was nothing. Like betrayal was comedy. Like I was beneath consequence. Something inside me froze. Not anger, but pure, piercing clarity. I said nothing. Just nodded. Then I walked past her, picked up my keys, and left. I didn't go far, just to a nearby diner that stayed open all night. I slid into a booth, ordered a black coffee, and opened my phone. For the next 3 hours, I dismantled the life we had piece by piece. What she didn't know was that I'd been the one covering most of the rent. It was under my name. The car she drove, bought, and financed through my credit. I'd quietly kept track of everything. Receipts, statements, messages, little signs that she was slipping away. And she had no idea I already had a contingency plan. When I returned home at sunrise, she was snoring peacefully, as if her infidelity hadn't cost her a single ounce of sleep. By 10 a.m., I had set everything in motion. I canceled the credit card she used, one I'd co-signed for during her financial struggles. I froze our shared checking account. I notified the landlord of my intent to vacate in 30 days. And I reserved a moving truck. Not for me, for her. When she woke up, I told her calmly that she had for weeks to find a new place. I was ending the lease. Utilities would be cut off the day I moved out. She looked stunned, like she couldn't comprehend that I would do anything other than wallow. "But where am I supposed to go?" she whispered. "I don't care," I said without emotion. "Oh, and the car? That's mine. It's registered to me. Return the keys by Sunday." That's when the tears finally came. I didn't flinch, didn't yell, didn't reach to wipe her face.
I just walked away.
Over the next several weeks, I watched her unravel. First came guilt, then fury, then desperate pleas. One night at 3 a.m., she texted, "Please, can we just talk?" I never answered. The final time I saw her was when the movers arrived. She stood on the sidewalk, a suitcase in one hand and a trash bag full of clothes in the other, watching the last remnants of her old life get packed away without her. That arrogant grin she once wore?
Gone.
And it never returned. She never laughed at me again because I never gave her the chance. Let her new guy discover who she really is. I've moved on. But that laugh, the one she let out when she told me what she did, that will always stay with me. Because that was the moment I stopped loving her. And the moment I started choosing myself.